Welcome back to game number 2. This is Team Spirit versus the Hunks from Zavod. It's actually going to be the win range of the first ban, so Team Spirit, knowing something I don't, banning it against Hunkies for a second game in a row. Meanwhile, Hunkies banning out the Night Stalker, the Vengeful Spirit. So Spirit ban out the Winter Wyvern as well. Good strong hero. Usually first picked if it's available. You don't really want to be giving that away. Can do a lot of work during team fights if you can get the heroes grouped up. You throw that Winter's Curse. Just watch them rip themselves apart. So Team Spirit really not wanting to be playing up against that.
Radiant team ban.
Beastmaster, another standard ban, and with the 3 bans now in the first phase, it does mean you can get more of these specialised heroes out of the pool before teams can pick them up. Beastmaster is one of the stronger heroes at pushing in the game now. Once he gets that level 4 on his balls and Hawk, and gets a random neutral creep, as well as his Necro Bucks, he gets his own little Chen army and starts to push down buildings like nobody's business. So the Hunky's taking a page out of Spirit's book, picking up that Ogre Magi.
Radiant team pick.
And Spirit pick up the Shadow Demon. So again, could see a reverse draft with Spirit picking up the Luna. Maybe Hunkies want to go for the Drow Ranger.
Dire team pick.
But Spirit pick up the Slaughter. Good combination with the Shadow Demon. You get that crush off. Excuse me. You get the crush off after the disruption.
10 seconds remaining.
For easy lockdown, and then the Slaughter just right clicks whatever heroes in the disruption down with the rest of the illusions. So Hunkies, what are they going to pick up next? Again, the Night Stalker has been banned out, the Vengeful Spirit's out there, the Wind Ranger, Bane's been banned out now as well, so support list getting pretty low of these tier 1 supports.
Radiant team ban.
They're going to pick up the Nature's Prophet second pick just to make sure they get it before the bans come out, and that's going to be, yeah, it's a good hero. Again, the split push potential coming out from the Nature's Prophet's really strong. You've got, as long as you don't get something like a Spirit Breaker, which Spirit might still go back for, put Slaughter in the 3 position, pick up the Spirit Breaker as the 4, Shadow Demon in the 5.
Seconds remaining.
There are a few counters you could even go for the position 3 Nyx Assassin. Spirit ban out the Drow now just to make sure that Hunkies can return the favour from the last match and end the game within 21 minutes.
Radiant team ban.
And Hunkies ban the Luna. Again, just to make sure they don't pair it with the Shadow Demon. But there's still some heroes that go with it. Again, the Anti-Mage is a good hero. Once you get the illusions up, you can start split pushing with the Shadow Demon illusions, pressure and high ground, and Manta style of your own.
5 seconds remaining.
You've got heroes like the Medusa that benefits from it as well. Just being able to right click down creeps with your split shots so fast. And it may not even be for the carry, it may be a position 3 Clockwork we get next. So the Shadow Demon Slaughter Clockwork, you get the Shadow Demon to disrupt, the Slaughter sprints his way in, gets the crush off, and Clockwork locks them down in the cogs, as Medusa is actually banned from Team Spirit. Again, one of the stronger heroes in the patch, I think. The laning presence of the Medusa now with the Mystic Snake, it's just really strong. And obviously she's always been a late game hero, but now she starts to come online a little bit sooner. And teams just really don't want to play it up against that, so it's going to be the gyrocopter. Okay. Again, the CIS teams will start to pick the gyrocopter up. I think he's a decent hero. Can push down against the treants fairly quickly with the flat cannon, being able to clear those trees up as long as he has the damage to do it.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
So it's going to be a Storm Spirit and Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman really strong again. Goes with the push potential that Hunkies are coming out with. You've got those wards that can come up. And the Queen of Pain for the mid against the Storm Spirit. But yeah, the Shadow Shaman gets those wards down and towers just melt underneath it. You can't really stand and fight underneath them as well because they are extremely strong. And meanwhile, the Storm Spirit,
10 seconds.
players have started to pick up the Kaya on the Storm Spirit, and then you get either a Bloodstone or a Lincoln Sphere, and you just start to become unstoppable as Spirit ban out the Weaver. And Queen of Pain is just a good, strong, all-round hero anyway. She's been strong for so long, ever since the talent started coming out from 7.00, so no surprise to see her in the draft.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Batrider going to be the final ban from Hunkies. And now they've got themselves a minute and a half-ish to think about this last pickup, whether they want to take the entire time or they've got something in mind that they maybe want to be picking up. Shadow Shaman in that position 5, you've got the Roman Ogre Magi, Nature's Prophet in the position 3. Could play the solo safe lane with the Nature's Prophet or the Queen of Pain, but I assume it's going to be the Queen of Pain in the mid lane. And then you've got just a carry left to pick up. Against a Storm Spirit, I'm taking a look, the Anti-Mage is still there. Making sure I'm not being blind and missing him in the bans, but no, the Anti-Mage is still there if Hunkies really want to go for some added pressure. You've still got the Tiny, the Sven. Chaos Knight's been really popular at the minute, as well as the Phantom Assassin, so there is a decent amount of choices that Hunkies can go for with this lineup. Chaos Knight been offering the Chaos Bolt, the between 1 and 4 seconds, 4 to the higher end of the Chaos Bolt skill, just the right click, the split push potential coming up from the Phantasms, as well as the team fight potential from that. So it's going to be the Mirana. And Spirit instantly come back with the Brood Mama. Okay, so it's going to be Phobos on the Brood Mother. We've got LTW on the Storm Spirit, Illidan's going to be on the Gyrocopter, Biver on the Sladder, and FNG on the Shadow Demon. Meanwhile, on the side of the Hunks, we've got Mariachi on the Mirana, we've got Ush on the Queen of Pain, Sanyiquez on the Shadow Shaman, and Zakao on the Nature's Prophet. Just wait for Kat to pick up the Ogre Magi.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So just wait for everybody to pick the heroes so we can get into the game. Hopefully we've not got any disconnects or LTW coming out with the bait. And hopefully we won't get a remake this time. Team Spirit have the pip. So, game number 2 is about to get underway. Can the Hunks take it to a game number 3? Or a Team Spirit gonna be moving on?
Prepare for battle.
So Broodmother, going for the webs first, standard build, Gyrocopter not picked anything up yet, FNG, I'm assuming he's gonna pick up the disruption. Is this going to be an aggressive try with the Slardar and the off solo? Can't be right. They're going to swap these around, I assume. Maybe just go for the invade, get the second rune.
Seconds to battle.
Yeah, it looks like the lanes are changing around now. Broodmother. Phobos. Is this going to be a solo safe lane Brood up against the Nature's Prophet? Could well be. Again, both teams, no smokes picked up. The trains come out. Ushushush is here for the rune as well. Broodmother just making her way down as it looks like the Hunks may get 3. And okay, looks like, yeah, Illidan got there just in time to pick up that other one. So now Phobos with the webs. I'm not sure why he got a web on the top lane if he's just going to back himself away for this, unless they were looking for the kill early on. Meanwhile, mid lane, the Shadow Shaman going to be able to get off the shackles and the arrow comes out. So this could be the first blood 35 seconds into the game. Biver running himself into the Roche pit. One more right click. It's going to be enough. Mariachi picks it up.
It was ours all along.
And Shaman hanging around. He doesn't look like he's done just yet. Coming through the back, 4 heroes in the mid lane as well. The TP comes in. It's going to be the shackles once again. Isra and arrow flying through. There's going to be... Oh, it's a little bit off the mark as the dagger does fly onto LTW and now Card in a little bit of trouble. But FNG is going to be able to back himself away in time. One more right click and it's actually going to be Card that picks that up. The crush comes out. Sanyaquez trying to run himself away. Bobby trying to chase down Card. And I think he's got the movement speed to do it as well. Way faster. Crush up. And he can just right click down the Shadow Shaman, go for the TP, one more right click after this should be enough and he gets the TP out. Anybody else came across to help and that would have been a kill going the way of Team Spirit, but as it stands, Hunkies 2-0. So Phobos, what's he going to try and do pushing up the spot lane? Mirana is there with the Starstorm.
A soldier's fortune.
But hopefully... You know, the Broodmother can make a little bit of space happen as Ushushush blinks himself in with a DD. LTW is pretty low. There's going to be the disruption onto the Queen of Pain. So Queen trying to chase down FNG, does have a blink up in 3 seconds. FNG back in the trees and it's still the double damage up for the next, well, it's actually not even halfway through. So if they want to carry on chasing this, she does put herself at the mercy of the tower though.
Fortune's changed.
Illidan. He's actually going to be shackled as the rocket barrage does fly. The arrow comes through as well. This could be a second kill with the TP coming in from the Nature's Prophet as well. So Hunkies 3-0 so far, 3 minutes in. Leaving the bot lane for the Broodmama though. So Illidan. As far as last hits go, the Broodmother sitting up on 20-3. And again, just getting a free lane, so if someone doesn't come rotating down to try and stop this, Broodmother Gonna make quick work of the tier 1 and the tier 2 towers. Ivan hurling himself in the trees. Does he go for the crush? Because Mirana does have those 3 leaps.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, bot lane. Broodmother. Just using the spiders behind the tower to help push this lane in. Top lane though. FNG TPing in. Crush comes out. Is there going to be a... They don't have a homing rocket just yet, but with the rocket barrage, the right clicks should be enough, even with the shackle. Illidan picks up the first kill for Team Spirit.
The seeds of fortune.
Bot lane. Prophet trying to do what he can, but he looks like he's just going to be feeding the trains to Phobos.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As this tier 1 tower, 4.5 minutes in, nearly completely taken down by the Broodmother.
Left leg.
Right leg!
So now, the sprint coming in, and it looks like the Slider just going to be backing himself away in the mid lane, though. It looks like they are going to be able to take down at least FNG. Gets the deny from the illusions. Okay, clutch plays coming out from FNG with that micro. And LTW's impressed as well, gives him the well played. Back up on the top lane. Cat's there, maybe looking for the shackles to help get a pick off with Mariachi. So mid lane, Queen of Pain up by about, what's that, 8 last hits, 9 last hits. And LTW not having the greatest time if we take a look at the net worth. Yeah, sitting about 1,000 gold, 900 gold below the Queen of Pain. Top lane, TP's coming in. Got 3 heroes, 3 stuns available. There's going to be the Bloodlust actually coming out with the arrow, the shackles as well. Disruption coming through onto the Slider. Is he going to be able to get himself a crush? Gets a crush onto all 3 heroes as Nature's Prophet. TP's in from behind, the leap down from the Mirana. This should be at least a Slider going down. And now Queen of Pain. As FNG got the TP back to the fountain.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower.
The spiders. This tier 1 tower's got to go down now, right? Yeah, the spiders make quick work of it. Phobos picks up the gold for that now as well. And Phobos going straight for the Orchid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Regeneration.
Crush comes out onto the Ogre Magi. Shadow Poison coming through as well. There's going to be the blast onto Slider. Slider is going to be able to run himself away with the Ignite. Looks like FNG is going to be the target now with the Ogre Magi as well as those Shush chasing him down. He's going to be able to get himself away. Doesn't have enough mana for the disruption. It's on cooldown anyway, and it's going to be Shush picking up that kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now Slider back in the mid lane, just hiding himself again. Storm Spirit not having a great lane, not having a great time. As the Hunks just look to really try and cut him out of this lane. So Phobos trying to do what he can as far as just pushing the lane, trying to make up for the Storm Spirit not having a great mid lane. And I just wonder, are they going to rotate for the Broodmother at any point? Got herself the medallion going towards the Orchid. There we go, rotation coming in. FNG's going to spot it out. The TP's going to be there. Fire Blast in time, just couldn't get it off. And now, Broodmother should be able to move herself away. Queen of Pain throws out the Sonic Wave for that, and the well played comes out from FNG.
Dire's middle tower is
So,
under
Phobos. Mid lane. The smoke is
attack.
the...
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, the scan comes out, they see the two, or at least they know someone's up on the high ground. As once again, Storm Spirit's forced away from his lane. Meanwhile, top lane, Illidan. No homing missile, but he's not really bothered. He's just coming up trying to put pressure onto this tier 1 tower. And he does have the Slardar for backup.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's
So,
top
Illidan,
tower
is he
under
going to try and make a dive?
double damage.
As the Ogre Magi has TP'd in for this.
Dire are scanning.
The scan comes in, the rocket barrage comes out from Illidan as well. He's not got a lot of mana as the T2 tower has gone down. While this is going up on the top lane, Broodmother's not quitting the push.
Radiant's middle tower
And the rest of
is under
Spirit
attack.
creating space.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So yeah, now they're going to try and make a move onto the Broodmother. The Storm, excuse me, Starstorm does come out from the Mirana, but it doesn't really actually clean up any of the spiders. Meanwhile, Biver, where did he pick that up? Top lane, I guess. Yeah, top lane picks up a kill. Onto Cart.
A soldier's fortune.
The rotation, FNG coming up behind. May see the Ogre Magi, but with this ward, they know there's 3 heroes here, and it's going to be de-warded now. So Illidan got himself the level 8 net worth, sitting second behind, or third now behind the Broodmother. The Broodmother should have the Orchid coming up pretty soon, yeah, about 400 gold away from that, with being able to take both towers on the bot lane as well as getting pretty much free farm. The spiders running in,
Tower is under attack.
and the Nature's Prophet just running away. The rotation's coming through behind, I think it was. Okay, smoke's gonna break, shackles are gonna be there. Broodmother though, level 11, Starstorm comes out, and the arrow's gonna be there as well. The TP coming back in from the Nature's Prophet with the Sprout. Phobos can't get himself away from this. 4 heroes on the bot lane, and Broodmother does go down. But creates space for the top lane as Illidan looks to get the last hit on this tier 1 tower top.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So a 3k net worth lead, they are behind in kills by 3. But the 2 top heroes in the net worth, Gyrocopter and Broodmother, Cart taking tower damage now as well. One more tower shot would have actually killed him though.
Invisibility.
So Phobos
Dire's top tower is under attack.
may try and just carry on pushing this bot lane. I'm surprised he's not rotated onto the mid, maybe even the top to carry on the push, but he is just finding free farm. Like I say, he's got... Oh, we're going to see a Moonlight Shadow. Is there any vision of this? Nothing coming up the hill, as FNG is going to be there to try and support, but the leap comes forward. There's going to be the Starstorm. The disruption comes out defensively. Shush throws out the Sonic Wave just in time. Phobos runs himself up with the webs. The webs comes out once again so he can run himself to the tier 1 tower. The TP's coming in. The courier does need to be careful carrying on this Orchid. And now the Queen of Pain. The fortification for the courier has already come out. Illidan trying to do what he can. Doesn't have a missile. He's already used that. It's coming out onto... Who's it coming out onto? It's flying past everybody. Going towards the Queen of Pain it looks like, but they're going to carry on chasing down the Ogre Magi. Crush cancels the TP. So, it's going to be 2 for 1. But Broodmother now has the medallion, has the Orchid. Should be able to 1 versus 1 pretty much anybody in this game. Ush, what's Ush got? He's going towards an Orchid of his own. About 300 gold away from finishing that. As we take a look at the items, the Yasha onto Illidan. We've talked about the Broodmother. Marana.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gotta have something coming out on the courier. Building towards the Maelstrom. So Broodmother taking a perch on the bot lane and making this lane her own. Prophet got a Maelstrom of his own. It looks like the Hunks want to be stacking up the Maelstroms to try and deal with these spiders.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the lane clear in general.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
The wards go down to take this tier 1 tower down in the mid lane. So 5 to 7. The Hunks regaining some map control.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
3 heroes hanging around. The Broodmother comes down, doesn't actually see the Shaman as well as the Marana just yet. So now DK Phobos going to be forced to run away. They've got the slider there for backup, but Phobos just hides herself on the cliff face. The TP comes in from the Nature's Prophet, but not actually going to find anyone. The Sprout's there as well. Meanwhile, Shaka comes through onto Illidan. This could actually be a big pickup if they can find it. It's going to be a 4-man crush with the Storm Spirit balling in as well. Now Phobos comes through, takes down the Queen of Pain, and now they're going to try and get as many as they can. It's 3 heroes down already. Ogre Magi is going to be able to get himself away as LTW is still looking on the hunt. Got himself the Kaya. And both the Marana, as well as the Ogre Magi, caught between enemy lines. Phobos just goes back to pushing. What are the Ogre as well as Marana going to do? They're going to try and look for a pick-off. I think the Courier just saw them. The pings come out. Courier, no! Why are you going back? Doing a little bit of scouting. There's going to be the blink forward. The Sonic Wave comes out with the Storm Spirit being orchided up. It's going to be a 2-man crush, but Storm Spirit already goes down, and now Phobos comes in with an orchid of his own. The cooldown, call down. TP, Mariachi, is he going to be able to get himself away? Not with the crush, and this could be another 3 heroes. The TP. Not in time for the Ogre Magi. Phobos with a double, so it's a 2 for 3. 11 to 11 now. 4k net worth lead 5k once the tower goes down. And Spirit instantly ping Roshan after taking down that tier 1 tower. And with the medallion, the orchid being used as well, it looks like the Radiant going to make quick work of this Roshan. Nobody from the Dire rotating in. Hunk's not really sure this is going on. And now it's going to be an instant smoke. The Gyrocopter as well, the Broodmother. The Broodmother can pick up one-on-one on her own. With the smokes, Phobos. Where's he going to go? The web comes out. There's going to be the silencer. Homing missile coming in as well. The spiders to slow him down, but the Queen of Pain is away. And the Moonlight Shadow used just for a little bit of extra protection. They actually find the Nature's Prophet. I'm not sure if there was a dust or any vision there to see that. But MP being taken down by the Storm Spirit as well as the Slider. Mid lane, Brood needs to get herself back. The Queen of Pain just didn't get the Orchid off, and I mean, they didn't really have the lockdown follow-up. There's going to be the disruption. Orchid comes through as well. Queen of Pain should go down now with the spiders being thrown out and chasing up. Is it going to be enough? It looks like the wand just saved her life. But as far as net worth goes, look at this. It's a 4k net worth advantage over the next hero on the side of Hunks for the Broodmother. And Gyrocopter using the call down for the creep wave, I guess. Slider blinks himself in, gets a crush. There's going to be the Corrosive Haze as well. The Spiderweb comes through. Do they have anything to stop this? Maybe a bash. Anything. Damage comes through from 4 heroes, 5 heroes on the side of Spirit. And Ogre Magi, no way he's getting out of that. Died underneath the Soul Catcher as well, so there is an illusion. He just runs straight up to Mariachi, starts to right click him down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion?
So Brood. 1100 gold away from having a Desolator. This is big compared to the push coming out from Zyko. He's only got himself the Maelstrom going towards the sheep stick, it looks like. But Brood far out pushing the Nature's Prophet. Again, if we take a look at the items, Maelstrom, Blink Dagger ups for the Shadow Shaman, that's pretty good. There's Mariachi, what's he building towards? He's building towards a Yasha.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It looks like Spirit want to win this now. FNG's just drawing the lines. They want to go for a tier 3. They want to go for a Rax as a Crush comes out onto the Queen of Pain. She does blink herself away. And Storm Spirit just couldn't get the Vortex out in time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Web's going down. The Spider's coming up. So Queen of Pain, I think she was actually just cancelling off the Sonic Wave though. The Spiders come back in with the Moonlight Shadow. There is 4 heroes sticking around. The Hex comes out. The TP comes in from the Nature's Prophet with the Sprout as well, but it's too late. They're already going to take down Osho Shush, and now Ogre Magi could be suffering a similar fate, taken down. LTW wants to carry on diving forward. Kurt being chased down. And the buybacks come out from the Queen of Pain as well as the Ogre Magi. But Spirit, they aren't done. They want Rax. Yes, they do. As the Spiderlings getting close, they take down the melee.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
And now Spirit just moved themselves out.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Double damage.
So Mariachi now, it's a 9k net worth advantage, 20 minutes in, 15 to 11, and Broodmother looks like she's going to go for the Mirana. Mirana trying to get herself away really fast actually with that Yasha, and Phobos just gives up the chase.
Dire's bottom
But Illidan sneaks himself back into the base. Now with the range racks, Illidan does have the cooldown available if they want to try and make a move onto the Mirana, but back in the mid lane. Phobos, no Orchid, but he is going to pop the ultimate and just try and right-click down the Ogre Magi. It's going to be an Orchid coming out from the Queen of Pain of her own. DD Rune on her as well, tries to blink away, but the Crush is going to be there from the Slider, and now Phobos just needs to walk up as Aegis finally disappears. Oh no, Mirana. Mirana, no. Yeah. Hunks are just going to give it the GG well played. 21 minutes in for both games. Team Spirit take the series 2-0. So that's going to be the early game. We do have a later game coming up. If I take a look at the schedule, it's going to be coming up in... what time are we now? 1:30? In about an hour and a half. So I'll drop the stream, I'll bring it back up once Double Dimension and M19 go live. But for now, I've been Robin Roll Gaming. This has been M19 versus Double Dimension. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be back in about an hour and a half. Like I say, for M19 versus Double Dimension, this has been Team Spirit versus the Hunks. And the Hunks, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to. Team Spirit move on to play up against Effect, which will be happening tomorrow. Yeah, but for now, we'll jump to the splash, play some music for the next, let's say, 10 minutes or so while I drop the stream, and then we'll come back up in about an hour for M19 versus Double Dimension.